everyone, it's Elizabeth. This video is going to be my winter favorites video. So I have put together 10 of my favorite nail polishes for the winter season. This is going to be a giant collab with a bunch of amazing YouTubers. We've done these collabs for a year and a half now. We started with fall of 2018 and we've been doing favorites ever since. Walker from Olive Ave Nails puts this together, so definitely check out her channel, as well as check out just my description box in general with all of the amazing creators that are part of this collaboration. I think it's really fun because some of us do our nail polish favorites, others do just random favorites that they've had for the winter season so far. So it's really fun to take a look at those videos and just see what everyone's been loving for winter, because winter is not my favorite season. I am not a big fan of winter at all. I hate the cold weather, I hate the snow, but sometimes just curling up and watching videos of what people's favorites are can make me excited for the season, even though I'm not a big fan of it. So yeah, I'm going to share with you 10 of my nail polish favorites, so let's get right into it. So my first favorite is actually OPI Nail Envy. In the winter, my hands get super dry and my nails get super dry and brittle and they start to crack and peel. I struggle with this because I live in a really cold climate area, especially in the winter. Like right now it's 20 degrees and the snow has not stopped today, so when it gets really dry like this, it's really hard to keep your skin moisturized as well as your nails. I have a nail care routine video if you guys would like to check that out. It's what I do to keep my hands and cuticles nice and moisturized and help my nails to grow long and strong. But one thing that I don't think I've mentioned in that video that I've started using ever since is this OPI Nail Envy. This honestly is amazing. I use it as a base coat and it keeps my nail polish on for a very long time, but it also helps protect my nails from splitting and peeling and getting thin and brittle and dry. So I just really love this. I use it as a base coat. You can also just use it as a nail treatment if you don't really want any color on your nails. It's colorless, it'll just give your nails a pretty sheen to them. So yeah, I definitely recommend OPI Nail Envy. It is kind of expensive, but in my opinion, I think it's totally worth it. I do use it all year round as well. And it says it's a nail strengthener, and I know a lot of people can be very cautious about using strengtheners or hardeners on their nails because you don't want to get your nails too hard where they can crack and break, but I've had no issues with this and I've used Nail Envy for probably 2 years now, so I definitely recommend this and it is one of my winter favorites. Another one of my winter favorites from OPI is this color right here. This is Susie and the Arctic Fox, and I love this color because it's kind of a dark grayish bluish purple color. I don't know if I can explain that best, but you'll see swatches of all these polishes as well. I actually love this one for the winter because I like darker colors. I like to theme my polish for the season, so I like to wear darker colors like this. I wore this a lot in the fall, but I also really love it for the winter, and it's just such a pretty unique color. At least in my collection, I don't really have a lot of colors that look like this one as well, and I'm always looking for polishes that are unique that we haven't seen before. This is from one of their polish collections a couple years ago, but I do believe it's still available, and I do like their Infinite Shine line as well. But yeah, definitely recommend this polish. A favorite I have from China Glaze is 50 Shimmering Years, and this is from their winter collection celebrating Sesame Street's 50-year anniversary. This is such a gorgeous polish. It is a gold glitter, but it also has holographic glitters in there as well, so it's super beautiful. And the thing is, with a lot of glitters, sometimes it's really hard to get them opaque, especially if you just want to wear them on their own, which a lot of times I just love to wear glittery nail polish. So this is one that is completely opaque in 2 coats, and for it to be a glitter and holographic, of course it's a win-win, and it is really beautiful. And what I love that China Glaze has been doing recently is they have a wider brush, and I've been loving using wider brushes. I find that it really helps me paint my nails a lot easier. So the fact that it does have a wider brush now is really awesome. And yeah, this color, it's almost kind of like a rosier gold. It's not a true gold, but I just think it's so pretty, especially for the winter. This one was a great one for New Year's. I know that has since passed, but still, just wearing glitter all year round, honestly. And sometimes you just need some glitter for the winter when it can be really dry and dreary and gross. And sticking with kind of like the shimmery or glittery theme, this polish, OJPAS from Olive and June Nails, is amazing. I was lucky enough to receive some polishes from Olive & June. I have followed them on Instagram for like ever, and so for them to reach out to me and ask if I would collaborate with them was amazing. So I got some of their polishes for free and I am obsessed with them. I wore the gold nail polish and it lasted 9 days, which was insane, with no chips, and the silver is the same way. I think for winter, just wearing silver nails is kind of just like a staple, or using it in nail art. I love the Olive & June website or their Instagram because they have a lot of really cute nail art ideas using their polishes, and they kind of theme them for the season. So I'm really excited to use this one. I'm going to paint all my nails white and then just do a strip of the silver in the middle of each nail. I think that's such a pretty look, and I know these polishes last a really long time because I've played around with them. I do have a swatch video on my channel featuring this polish if you'd like to see a more in-depth review of it, but I really love this brand. I love this polish, and I think you can never go wrong with a really nice silver for the winter. My favorite is kind of a weird one. It's actually the polish I have on my nails right now, and I am working on a video reviewing this polish, which will already be out on my channel, so I can put a card wherever cards are located if you want to check it out. It's actually this Kristen Louboutin nail polish. I know, it's crazy. Are you kidding me? Look how tall this cap is. It's crazy, I know, but check out my review video if you want to see a more in-depth review of this polish. But the reason it's my favorite is because it has been lasting long, so spoiler alert, it lasts a pretty long time. But it's so pretty. I mean, I can't wait to display this in my room. The price is kind of crazy. It is $50. I did receive this as a Christmas gift, so I'm really lucky to have this. Otherwise, I don't think that I would. But I just think it's really cool. This is the cap, by the way. Like, this is the applicator. It does not come off. This is how you use the nail polish. But I just think it's a really fun, kind of unique polish display. Really pretty and like I said, unique to be able to display this. Obviously it's not going to fit on my nail polish rack, so it's going to get a very special place in my collection. But yeah, it's on my nails right now. And also I just think, again, red is such a classic shade. You can wear it winter, spring, summer, fall. You can never go wrong with red nails. So that is why I'm featuring this polish as one of my favorites, because I think red is just a staple for any season. However, a more affordable dupe for this polish would be Zoya Ming, and this is another one of my favorites for the winter. I wore this one for Christmas and I just really think it's, again, a classic red. Zoya has a lot of reds, OPI has a lot of reds, but for some reason Ming for me is just that perfect balance of red. It doesn't have too much blue in it, it doesn't have too much like of that orangey pigmentation to it. It's just a really solid red color. So it is my favorite. And what's really nice about Zoya too is they have their Z wide brush, so you can purchase, and a lot of times they have deals going on their website as well, where you can get wider brushes to replace their classic brush. I've never really had an issue with their classic brush, but I do appreciate their wider brush, and I have swapped out their regular brush for the wide brush for this one, and I just find that wider brushes help me paint my nails a little bit easier. It helps the process go along faster. Again, just my opinion, but that's what I like, and Ming is a really great dupe for this crazy Louboutin polish, and it lasts super long as well. You guys know Zoya is my favorite brand, and it'll last a really long time on your nails. Zoya is my favorite brand. The last 4 favorites are all from Zoya, so if you get bored of me talking about Zoya all the time, I'm sorry. But one of my other favorites from Zoya is Jem, and this one is so pretty. I love kind of shimmery polishes like this for the winter, and this one has some really strong gold shimmer running throughout it, but it's also just that dark, deep kind of vampy based color that is really pretty. And again, I just love a shimmer, something a little more fun for the winter, because it can get kind of dreary outside, so your nails can kind of cheer you up a little bit. But I love this one, and this is another one that I have replaced the classic brush for because I use this one a lot, so I have the wider brush, and again, I just think it helps me paint my nails a little bit better. But yeah, I really love this one for the winter. And then again, kind of going along with like the shimmery theme, this one is Zoya Falen, and this is a gorgeous, just bright fuchsia polish. It has some shimmer in there. It's got more of like a metallic-y finish, and I think really bright berry shades like this are also super fun for January especially, and February with Valentine's Day and everything like that. I just think colors like this are fun. Berry shades just remind me of January for some reason, but again, it kind of just brightens up your nails, especially when the weather can get super dreary. If you have something fun and bright on your nails, it just kind of makes you excited. But yeah, I really love just fun berry shades like this. And then I love purple. Zoya has a lot of purples. A lot of them are very similar, but one that I have found myself going for more often, and I do like wearing darker purpler shades in the winter, this one is Ripley. And I think this was honestly in their summer collection. I can't remember, but I just think it's fun to wear in the winter. Like I said, they have a lot of purples, but this is one that I have found myself recently gravitating towards, and I will be bringing this one back to school with me just because I think it is a really great shade. Again, purple is kind of one of those things where you can wear pretty much any season, but I do like wearing a shade like this in the winter. And then my final favorite is actually a nude shade, and this is probably my favorite nude shade ever. This is Zoya April, and I know it's more of like a spring polish. It's even named after a month in the spring, but for some reason I just always find myself, anytime I want to do just like a nude nail or a nude polish with maybe a glitter gradient or something like that, this is the one I will use. In fact, I'm almost out of this one, and I do need to repurchase because it is that good. I love this polish so much. It is not streaky at all. It just has a really great formula. It's such a pretty shade. And it's kind of sheer, but it can be buildable, so it is opaque. So with one coat, you're just going to get that nice sheer finish. Couple coats, 2, maybe even 3, you'll get it built up into a nice opacity, which I really love. I just think it is a great staple nude shade, and again, for the winter, just kind of with like winter represents fresh starts, things like that, a nude polish I think is the way to go. So that is it for my nail polish favorites. I do have one last favorite that I'd like to talk about. It's actually a TV show favorite and maybe a recommendation if you are looking for a show to watch on Netflix. It is one of the new Netflix original series that has just come out. The show is called Spinning Out. It's about ice skating, but when my friend told me to watch this show and she's like, yeah, it's just about ice skating, I was like, oh cool, I love ice skating, and I start watching this show. I got hooked. There's only 10 episodes. I flew through it in 2 days. It's amazing. Only watch it if you're like 16 or older. It is kind of more for mature audiences, but it's such a good show and I do really recommend it. So if you're looking for a fun show to watch in the winter, definitely recommend that one. And then if you do watch it, come back to this video or send me a DM on Instagram, and I'd love to talk about it with you guys because I think it's a really good show. And in fact, when I get back to school, my friend and I are going to rewatch it because it's so good. So that's just a fun little recommendation for you if you're looking for a show. If you've already seen it, let me know. We'll talk about it. It's a great show. I really love it. So yeah. So those are all of my winter favorites. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I love being a part of these collaborations because I love being able to just sit, and it actually takes me forever to pick out the polishes that are my favorites because there are so many that I love, and just trying to pick out the ones that are like really my favorites is really hard. But hopefully you will enjoy my favorites. Let me know if we have some similar favorites. Let me know what some of your favorites are for the winter, and definitely check out all of the videos in the description box. Check out all those creators because they're honestly all so amazing, and I am so excited to be part of another collab. We're doing these for all the seasons again, and I love being a part of it. I think it's so much fun. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.